Welcome to Braille Institute. Now we're going to study the increasing annuities. So this is a new chapter. So this increasing annuities, payment made in arrears. So this payment made in arrears is representing IAN. So in last chapter we studied the AN. What is the AN? Present value of the payment made in arrears, 1 minus V raised to n divided by I, and A due N and AN P times A due N P times in a payment is making P times in a year, and A bar N. So it is a continuous payment and it is a force of interest. So these all we studied in last class. So here and all, what is a particularity? It is a constant payment. Payment in a particular amount in every year, same payment. But in here, it is a increasing annuities. Annuities are increasing or payment is increasing every year. So we can see what is the increasing annuities. It is an example. So this is a 0 year. So I make it, some people are taking some policy. So after 1 year is getting the payment or annuities. After 1 year, he getting the $100. After 1 year, he getting the $100. And after 2 years, he is getting $200. So here in AN, we studied the same 100 in every year. Now you see it is increased again $100, and after 3 years it is a $300. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Now you see in $400. Here it is $500. So every year is increasing. Annuities are increasing. So these annuities are increasing every year. Now you see it is not a constant payment. It is increasing, but increasing amount is constant. Increasing every year it is a 100 only up to the 10 years. I am taking the 10 years annuities. So every year increasing is a. So how to find out the present value? So present value, how to find out this present value? So same way, method is same. Whenever finding out the present value, this method is same. 100 we have to make it to the 0 years. So what will be there? 100 we need to multiply with the V. So 200 is making to 0 years. So 200 we need to multiply with the V square. 300 is taking to the time 0. So these all are time 0. So 300 is making to the V cube. Plus 400 is making to the here. So 400 is making to the here. So V raised to 4. Up to it is going up to 1000. 1000 is making to the V raised to 10. So this is the present value at time 0. Present value here. What is the present value at time 0? So these are the annuities I am taking. How to calculate this one? This one is very difficult to calculate, because it is not a constant. If it is a constant, we can use the AN, but it is a increasing annuities. How to calculate this one? So this is a question mark. How to calculate this one? So we can learn the what is increasing annuities. So here it is a payment made in arrears. What is the meaning of payment made in arrears? Payment is end of the period. Here it is a 1 year. So end of the period. After 1 year only payment. This is after 1 year. So payment is making as a after 1 year or end of the period. Sometimes it's a month. Month means it will be end of the month. So that is why it is saying payment made in arrears. It is representing IAN. What is this one? We can take a, instead of 100, we will take a 1 unit. Instead of 100, I will take a 1 unit. Now you see it is a 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it is going up to n years. It is going up to n years. Now you see this payment here I am taking as a, here I have taken the 100. Now I am taking only 1 unit of payment. So $1, only 1 unit of payment. But in second year, so it is arrears. Why? Because it is end of the period. End of the period is getting the payment one. And here it is a second year. Second year I am getting the annuities of 2 unit of annuities. And third year I am getting, so this one we don't know. So how to find out? We'll make a question mark. So third year is a 3 unit. And fourth year I am getting 3 unit and 4 unit and 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is going up to nth year. I will get the n unit. N is the amount. So every year getting 1 unit is increased in every year. So how to make a present value? How I can make a present value? Present value is equal to 1 and v. 1 unit is making to the times 0. So it's a 1v and 2v square. Now you see $2 is taking to the present time times 0, 2v square, and 3v cube plus 4v raised to 4. So 4 I have taken to time 4. So it is going like that, nv raised to n v raised to n unit I am taken to the here is n v raised to. So this one is present value of increasing. One I removed is present value of increasing. This we can call as a IAN. So this is a present value of the increasing annuities. Increasing annuities I am taking here 1 unit. 1 unit is increased in every year. Up to n years it is increased. This is the formula for the increasing annuities, IAN. So this is the present value of the increasing annuities, IAN. So how we will get this formula? It is a 1 unit is increasing every year and payment made in arrears. 1 unit is increased up to n years. And now we can how to make this formula for IAN. So this we understood that what is the IAN, increasing annuity, n years, v plus 2v square plus 3v cube. So this is IAN. How to make a formula? We can make a formula for the IAN. For that just multiplying with the, here we can write as a, this is a IAN. So instead of here I am just taken to there, and I just multiplying with the 1 plus I with the this IAN I multiply with the 1 plus I. So here I have to multiply the 1 plus I. So 1 plus I is multiplying with the v. So what is the meaning? And 1 plus I multiplying with the 2v square. So 1 plus I, if you are multiplying here, we can write 1 divided by 1 plus I. So it is cancelled. So what I will get? I will get 1. So I getting this one is equal to 1. So 1v will be cancelled, and 1 plus I, here also 1v will be cancelled. 1 plus I is multiplying with 1 plus I, 1v will be cancelled. So this one we can write as a 2v. So 1 plus I multiplies here, it is becoming 2v. 1 plus I multiplying here, it is becoming 3v square, and it is a 4v raised to cube. Plus is like that, if you are I will get n v raised to n minus 1. N v raised to n minus 1. N v raised to n minus 1. So it's a 1v, 2v, and it is a 3v square. I am multiplying with the v. So I will get the nv, I multiply with this. So n raised to vn minus 1. So this is my equation 1. This is my equation 2. I am subtracting equation 2 minus 1. I am subtracting here. So what will get? Here we will get 1 plus IAN minus 1 plus I. So this will get is equal to IAN. 1 IAN is cancelled. So IAN is subtracted here. So here I am subtracting, here is a 1 is here, and 2v minus v, subtracting here 2v minus v. So we'll get the v plus 3v square minus 2v square. So we'll get v square plus 4v cube minus 3v cube. So we'll get the v cube. So like that, if we going, we'll get the v raised to n minus 1. And here one more term is there, minus n v raised to n. Here n minus 1 is minus here, and v raised to n minus 1, and here one more term will less than n v raised to n. So this both we subtracted here. Now this term we can, how to write this term? This term we already studied, 1 plus v square plus v cube plus this term we already studied is a due n. So we can write it is a due n. This term we can write as a due n, and minus is there, so that we can write like that. So this term I am writing here, I have a IAN is there, is equal to, this term I am writing A due n minus of nv raised to n is there, so that I taken down. So this is the IAN is equal to A due n minus nv raised to n. I can take it down, so I am just taking down, it is I. So what is my formula for the IAN? I got the formula IAN is equal to A due n, it is a dot is there, A due n minus n v raised to n divided by I. So this is the formula for the IAN. Now we understood how to get the formula for the IAN. So this is a 1 unit of payment is taken for the every year up to n year. I taken 1 unit of payment up to n year, and this is a formula I written v2 v square 3 v cube. So this we can call as a increasing annuity. Every year it is a increasing, so that I can call a IAN. And now I want to make a formula. For the making formula purpose, I just multiply the 1 plus I. So 1v is gone everywhere, and it is becoming nv n minus 1, and I minused, subtracted both I subtract, I got the 1 plus v n minus 1 minus n raised to v raised to n. So this term I written the A due n minus nvn rent is there. Here is subtract, we getting IAN. So this I is taken here, so it is a formula AN minus. So we understood this formula. Now we can solve this this problem. Now I can solve this problem. So here you see 100 is paid in every month extra. Here is 100, here is 200, here is 300. So I written here, I am just taking 100 in outside. So what will be my answer? V plus 2v square plus 3v cube plus 4v raised to 4 up to 10v raised to 10, up to 10v raised to 10. So this one how to write? This is a formula I studied the IAN. So this one I can write IA10. So this v 2v square plus 3v cube plus 4v raised to 4 and up to 10v raised to 10. This we can call as a increasing annuities. 1 unit is increasing annuity. I can write IA10. So this will get 100 IA10. So how to find out 100? Multiply with AN. A10 minus 10v raised to 10 divided by I. Now I am saying that I is equal to 8% effective. I am saying that I is equal to 8% effective. I am getting interest of I is equal to 8% effective. So how to find out A10? We need to find out at the 8% of interest from the table. We'll get the from the table or use this formula 1 minus v raised to n divided by I. So this will get 6.7101. And how will get the A10? How will get A10? It just multiply with the 1 plus I. They use this formula, then we can get 1 plus I A10. So here it is 1.08 multiplying with the 6.7101 will get 7.2469. See A10. Substituting here we will get 100. 100 is multiplying with the this term if you are writing it like that, 7.2469 minus 10 into 1.08 raised to minus 10 and all divided by 0.08. So we will get 100 is multiplying with the 32.6869. It's 869. So this one is a 3268.69 will get. So this is the answer. 3268.69. So this is the present value for the time 0. So payment is 100 is making like that. So hope we understood about the increasing annuity, how this payment is increasing every year. So we have taken formula, and this formula we understood that it is a IAN. This should be understood that This what is the IAN? This is the IAN. V1 V plus 2 V square. This we can call as a IAN. So here is a 10 is there, so we taken the 10, and this directly applied the formula, we got the answer. It is a 3268. Now different types of one more problem we can consider, the one more different types of problem. So instead of here we taken the 100, same way we can take, instead of 100 I am just taking the 500. So here it is a 500, and here it is a 600. So increasing it is 100 only. Here it is a 700, 800. So here it is a 900. Here is 1000. So 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400. So we have a payment is like that. So it is start with the 500, 600, but increasing annuity is 100 only. So increasing value is 100. We know that it is a increasing value is 100 up to 10 years. Now we have to find out the, so same way present value we can find out. This a high 500 V plus 600 V square plus 700 V raised to cube up to 1400 V raised to 10. So it is very difficult. This is not like an increasing annuity or constant annuity. It is very difficult to find out the what is the present value. So for that I am just dividing. This one I am just dividing. Here is I is equal to 8% only. This 500 I am just dividing 400 plus 100. I am just dividing 400 plus 100. 600 I am just going to divide the 400 plus 200. Now you just see 400 plus 100. Here also I am dividing 400 plus 300. Here is 400 plus 400. So like that you divide here, what will be there? 400 plus 1000. Here if you are dividing 400 plus 500. Like that I am divided up to here. So this split, I am just splitting. Again just splitting. This is a 0. First year I am just splitting. It is a 400. 1 year, second year 400. Third year 400. Up to 10th year 400. Now you see 400 is constant payment up to 10 years. So this one I can write, how to I can write. This is a constant payment in every year and payment made in arrears. Here payment made in arrears and it is in constant payment in every year. That way I can write say 400 A10. So this 400 is taken to every year is stay there. That 400 I have taken to like that 400 A10. And this 100 I can take like that. 100 also is there. 0 first year 100 is there. Second year 200. Second year 200. Third year 300. Fourth year 400. So up to 10th year it is 1000. So last problem we studied 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 400. So this is a increasing annuity. We can take 100 V plus 200 V square plus 300 V cube plus like that it is a 1000 V raised to 10. So if you are taking 100 in outside, so we'll get V plus 2 V square plus 3 V cube plus up to 10 V raised to 10. So this term how I can write? This term I can write as a IA10. IA10. This is increasing annuity. This one is increasing annuity. So this is same I can write 100 IA10. IA10. So this term I can write as 100 IA10. So if you are making sum of this term, so this is one we know that like that you can write. If you are making the sum 400 A10 plus 100 IA10. So if you are making sum, you will get the answer here. It is a 500, 600. That one we split 500 V, 600 V square, 700 V cube. up to 1400 V10, we can't find out the formula. So what we have done, we split for the AN. AN will be one constant payment. Constant payment. That I had taken the 400. It is a constant payment. And this one is a increasing payment. What is 100 is increasing every year. So I had taken as a increasing payment. So both I added. So I got the answer. So A10 we get from the table at the rate of 8 percentage. At the rate of 8 percentage, we got the 6.7101 something. And IA10 also will get from the table. IA10 also 32.6869. Or we apply this formula. Last problem we applied this formula. Add u n minus nv raised to n I. So we will get the IA10. Otherwise we will get from the table, or we apply the add u n minus nv raised to 10 divided by I. It just formula is applied here. So we will get the 32.689. Last problem we already multiplied. So this total will get the 5953 something. 5953. So hope you understood about it. We can make some formula. This one we can make some formula. Instead of here we can write the here this constant one. This we can write some other formula. You can write like that. It is a P. P is increasing. Here it is a P. Here it is a P plus Q. Here it is a P plus 2Q. P plus 2Q. Here it is a P plus 3Q. Like that it is going. Like that up to P plus N minus 1Q. N minus 1Q. So now we are dividing, here is a permanent P. How we divided it is a 400. 400 we got 500 minus 100. So P minus Q. It is a permanent. P minus Q is a constant, not a permanent. It is a constant. Constant up to here. It is a P minus Q. So this one we can have P is the value will be here 500. Last problem it is 500. I taken Q. Q is an increasing amount. It is a 100 is increasing. So I taken P minus Q. Instead of 500 is taking P minus Q. So 400. Here it is a Q is equal to 100. And P is equal to 500. So I got the 400. P minus Q only I got the 400. So in this 400 I can write as a P minus Q. P minus Q, and instead of 10 it is a N times. So it is a N times. Instead of 10 we can write the N times. So we can dot. So N times it will be a P plus N minus Q. I just making the formula for the this same problem. I am just making the 400 I am making as a P minus Q. And 100 is a Q only. Here we can write instead of 100 we can write as a Q. Q, this is a 2Q, and this is a 3Q, 4Q. It is going like that up to the NQ. So this will write a Q IAN. Now you see formula is equal to P minus Q AN plus Q IAN. So this types of formula we can directly apply here. Here P is equal to 500, Q is equal to 100. So we got the 400, N is equal to 10, N is equal to 10 in previous this problem. So I got A 10 plus Q is equal to 100, IA 10. So the same formula, we got the same formula from using. So instead of this formula, best way to understanding, instead of this formula we have to split is best way. Instead of 500 we are splitting 400 plus 100. Splitting is the best way. It is a 400 plus 200. And like that we need to split here itself. We will understand how to get it. So splitting is best way we can get the formula. Hope you understood about the increasing annuities. Increasing annuities payment made in now is the arrears only. Next class we study the due, advance payment. And IAN is equal to A due N minus N V raised to N divided by I. Hope you understood about the increasing annuities. Thank you.